Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, right here locally on Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. Last 32 years, that's right. Been in the mortgage business for 32 years. You'd think I'd be tired by now. Holy moly. I got to tell you something. I have had so much fun in this business helping you folks out, and I'm so grateful. I get so many great people stopping by my office that are listeners on my show and Cleve Loveland's show. That I just want you guys to know how much I really appreciate that. It's just an opportunity to be part of the community, and it's been so much fun helping so many of you out there. You have so many choices to choose in mortgage companies. You could choose the guy that's giving away $70 trillion in closing costs, okay? And if you like that idea and you think that's a good deal for you, you should do that. You could go with the people that, I don't know, they have rocket ships that they say are fantastic. You can go with them too. Great options for all of you. But here's the thing that I want you to realize, okay? This is it. So local guy in the market, 32 years, one of the top producers, not only in Central Florida, but nationally. Don't tell you that to be impressive. Tell you that just to impress upon you that it's the real deal. I'm not some guy that you find on the internet that's working in his garage in Hoboken, okay? I am local. I got a local business. I got a receptionist that answers phone calls, and I have a team of people that return phone calls. And we're here to make sure you have great service. Now, why is that important? Because, you know, we've become this Amazon community where we want everything at our doorstep right now. I'm no different than you are. We want everything at our doorstep right now. But the fact of the matter is we've been sucked into this belief system that all of this stuff is true. The social internet's true, the interweb's true, whatever it's called, the Facebook and all that stuff is all true. And you have all these friends out there. Okay, listen, none of it's true. You know what the truth is? Shaking hands, meeting people, being appreciated, getting a return phone call, getting an honest deal. What's the old honest handshake? That's what's really important. And I think that our society has gotten so far away from that. You won't be away from that when you deal with Bruce Woodburn at Cross Country Mortgage. Call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. So I want to tell you something that I was reading the other day. It's almost 85% of people that are getting a mortgage on a purchase or refinance are dissatisfied and don't close on time or at all. 85%. That's embarrassing. That's ridiculous. You won't be an 85%er if you come to me. You'll be a 15%er. We return phone calls. We close on time. Matter of fact, if you're going to buy a home, ask me about my fast track loan program. I still close in 21 days. Find a lender out there that'll close in 21 days. They're almost non-existent. I guarantee my close time. I'm seeing clients struggling every day because they're getting outbid on properties that they're making offers on. And you listen to my show and you call me up and go, yeah, Bruce, I went to this other lender and they promised me everything. Now they're not returning my calls. Well, of course they're not returning your calls because you got sucked into the Amazon deal. So you were getting the Rolex watch that's $40,000 for $350. That's why. It's not real. It's just not real. Find what's real. Find the real deal. You know where the real deal is? At 2729 West Fairbanks Avenue in Winter Park. You can stop by my office and see me. If you had a problem with me, my team, my closing, you don't have to try to go to the interweb and find me. You just come to my office. We'll put out the problem. We'll put out the fire. I don't avoid issues. Like I'm in a business. Okay, my business revolves around all the clients' little issues. Okay, I know you don't think you have any issues. You guys all have your issues. I got my issues, okay? I got tons of issues, okay? But it all revolves around that because, like, well, yeah, I'm really, I got pretty good credit. I'm really good. What's your credit score? Well, it's 750. Well, I just pulled it up and it's 640, okay? But that's okay, all right? And I don't have any issues. Well, but wait a minute. Are you still paying child support and alimony? How about that divorce decree that I would need? Everybody's got their stuff, okay? But that's my job. I navigate through that. I help you get through that. So we get you to the closing table smoothly and on time. You want to be one of the 15% that loves their mortgage company, that refers me to your friends and family? I'm applying for the job. Put me to the test. I want to earn your business. I don't want you to listen to my show or one of my ads or call me because you thought that I sounded impressive. I'm not impressive. I'm just a dude that's working to help you get a great mortgage. That's what I do. But here's what I am. National producer, all 50 states, one of the top producers nationally, and I've got a team of people that, by God, they return phone calls, okay? And I do a daily team meeting every morning for every file that I have in my pipeline. It sounds excessive. It's excessive, okay? It's huge. But I do it so that I can be on top of your file. I know what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean that Tracy or Sarah or Chase or one of them aren't calling you to gather your documents and say, hey, Betty, how come you haven't given me the deed statement yet? How come you haven't given me your bank statement? That's what they're trained to do. They're trained to stay on top of you so they get the documents so I can close on time. So I'm one of the 15%ers and not one of the 85%ers that don't close on time and have dissatisfied clients. I mean, I know I gotta be persistent about documents, but I'm in the business of documentation. I'm in the business of loaning people hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. I think there might be a little documents involved in that. But here's the thing. Know what the documents are up front. We ask for as much as we can. A lot of people have called me in the past. This is the truth, okay? So, with me, you get the real deal. You don't get the fake news. You get my issues, okay? I explain my issues. I share my issues with you, and I share my successes, and I share my failures, okay? So here's one of the things that I deal with, okay? Clients call me up and go, hey, Bruce, you know what? I called my bank, and they gave me a pre-approval letter, and they haven't asked for nearly as many documents as you have. Oh, I know that. Of course they haven't. They will. But it'll be just before closing, and they'll say, oh, we can't close on time because we need this, this, and this. So the loan arranger, he don't do it that way. He says, no. I want you to be a 15%er, not an 85%er. We're going to close on time. So I'm going to get all these things up front. Is it a little bit more work for you up front? Yes. Is it a heck of a lot more stress for you before closing? Oh, yeah, a lot more stress release. So we'll just get it done up front. We work together. Hey, here's the thing. If I ask you for a document, just get me the document. And I close you on time. I don't ask you for a document to make my life better. You think I want to ask you for more documents? I don't want to ask you for more documents. I just want to close your loan. If I didn't have to get you ask for anything, I would. But here's the thing. Here's the great thing about my company. We are a direct lender with what's called no overlays. What's an overlay? An overlay is a restriction on top of what Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac or Ginnie Mae or VA have on their own lending guidelines. So you have to remember, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD, which is FHA, and VA, they don't lend money. They only insure loans and purchase money. That's all they do. They don't originate loans. I originate loans. Banks originate loans. Mortgage companies originate loans. Credit unions originate loans. They buy them or insure them. So they set the guidelines for all of us. It's no different for anybody else. But why does it seem different? Because they put overlays on their mortgages. Because they're mitigating risk. So if they want to reduce their fallout or their default or their early payment defaults or late payment defaults, they'll put additional restrictions on their guidelines that you have to jump through those hoops. Well, sometimes it's prudent. They just need to do it because they may have too many defaults or too many late payments. So they add these extra restrictions on, like minimum credit score requirements. So the reason I don't do that is because I'm a national company and I do a lot of loans. And I know that if I approve your loan, you're going to make your payments on time. Why wouldn't you make your payments on time? You don't want to be foreclosed on. Who wants to be foreclosed on? Like, my foreclosure ratios are beyond low, like beyond low. All lenders have them because I have people die, I have people lose their jobs, things like that can happen. But mine are extraordinarily low, and yet I still don't have overlays. Why? Because I have prudent underwriting guidelines. That's why. I go by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae. That's what I do. I don't make up my own guidelines. The only thing I have overlays on are construction perms, which I do more construction perms than anybody I know in town. And I have the best construction perms of any lender I know in town. Okay. And I do have some overlays when it comes to mobile homes. Okay. So that's it. Why do I have some restrictions on construction perms and mobile homes? Because they're higher risk. That's why. So I put a little bit of restrictions on there. When my default ratio went up, I identified what was the problem and I fixed it. But, you know, I had a client call me up the other day, was referred to me by a real estate agent. And she says, well, you know, Bruce, I don't know what you can do any different for me because I've already been to USAA and Veterans United and some other crazy VA lender, because she was a veteran, by the way. And they've all told me that you can't do a VA manufactured home and use your VA. Well, that's not true. That's not a VA guideline. Well, they told me it was. Well, of course they told you it was because that's their guideline. They may have alluded to the fact that it's VA's guideline, but it ain't VA's guideline. It's like somebody says, you know, FHA won't do loans under 580. Yes, they will. Actually, FHA doesn't even have a credit score requirement. The lenders have a credit score requirement. 407-706-3313. Write that number down. I mean, you're not only going to need me for you one day, but you're going to need me for your kids, your friends, your coworkers. If you're a real estate agent, quit dealing with these turkeys out there. Use somebody that knows what they're doing, is going to get the job done and close on time. 407-706-3313. 407-706-3313. I'm the Loan Arranger. Or go right to my website right now and do an online application for purchase or refinance. That's not my website. My website is WeBringYouHome.com. WeBringYouHome.com. You miss my show on Sundays. You're on your way to church. You can't hit the rest of the show. You miss part of it. Check me out on the YouTube channel. Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger YouTube channel. Check me out on the Spotify. Okay? Check me out on iHeartRadio podcast. Check me out on all these things. You can listen to me. But most important, you write my phone number down. Because you might not need me today. But you're going to run across somebody at work, at church right now, on your way home, and they're renting. You know, anybody that's renting, stop them, grab them by the shoulders, give them a shake, then give them a hug and say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to turn you on to the Loan Arranger. He's going to help you. Be generous. Help people. If you got money and you're a parent, you have adult children or a grandparent, and you're going to end up giving money to them later in your inheritance when you die and you can't watch them grow with it and enjoy their money, then that's fine. Or you could help them right now with the down payment to buy a home. And don't call me up and go, well, prices are too high right now. They're at an all-time high. Of course they're at an all-time high. Every day they're at an all-time high. And tomorrow there'll be a higher high than today. And the next month they'll be higher again. Well, I mean, come on. We could go back to 1974 and you could buy the house that you're looking at now for $4.25 for $36,000. But it looked high when it got to $40,000 in 1978. So it's all relative. It doesn't make any difference. You pick up the phone and you call the Loan Arranger at 407-706-3313. He's going to help you. He's going to help your friends. He's going to help your family. Why do I talk in the third person? I don't have any idea why I'm doing that. Just pick up the phone and call me, the Loan Arranger, at 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I will be back in 5 minutes with more of a significant market update. What's going on with Kabul? What's going on with all the shenanigans in our government, and how is it affecting you and your money?